Mahaba.
Mahaba.
In the name of the Most High God, the Beneficent, the Merciful. In the name of our Rasul, Paul Nathaniel Johnson, B.A., I speak in remembrance of my God, Leuli, called Amun-Ra, Elallah. I speak. We talked this morning about some things. We are not criticizing anyone. We are not trying to cast any kind of dispersions. We would just like some facts to come to the surface.
Did you mean to say you're not
So we can expose them, or we can tell them and see what you think about what is being said. Today's subject is entitled The Switch Over. It's a play of words. The switch over. When you hear this lesson, maybe you can see where the switch over is in effect. In the name of the Most High God, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I speak. The so-called white race was not created, but made of inferior material, which means they are lower in quality, merits, importance, or rank. Because they was made what they are from climate, a cold climate, the Northmen. They came later in point of time as inferior limits of a year. Being ethical is the treating of morals. Greek ethikos or ethos, meaning character. What is character? Character means to impress. Then the word is the effects of a force. It is also the act or process of making an impression. We're talking about what is character. It is an effect produced on the senses, the mind, the feelings, or the conscience. Then, impression is a slight or indistinct remembrance that is a notion or belief held by the mind without adequate grounds. Like psychology is in effect left upon the mind. What is the conscience? It is the soul. Psych means soul. Then applied psychology is giving what? Is giving power, which is a force to a valuable thought. Applied psychology. Therefore, thought is of the mind within the soul or conscience. Save our conscience, is saving our soul. A circle around the head is the symbol of perfection, or the making of the soul perfect in make. Being made of inferior material, he keeps up with and lives on the traditions of the sayings of the traitor, those inferior individuals that we talk about. Your noble ancestors, and is giving the black people a small portion of what is theirs already. Because the black man is following after them who are keeping up with his ancestors' ways of life, traditional. When will the blacks of the world today take a real stand against his oppressor? We ask the question. The Black Americans Forum, or fora, plural, is a place of public assembly in ancient Rome, a tribunal, a court of justice, any judicial body as a board or arbitrators, the seat set apart for judges, magistrates, and etc. Which means a fanciful idea, a quaint or humorous fancy, clever thought or impression of an imagination. Anything conceived is conception, which is a fancy or ingenious design. A conception is that which is conceived mentally or physically, which is a plan or invention of the mind. Conception, which is a noun, is the doctrine that there are no concrete universal objects to correspond with the black man's general ideals or concept. This causes him to be opposed, which is normalism and realism. Handguns. This point is one of the points that struck me. We see our young people with handguns, and we don't know exactly what we can do to get these handguns out of these young people. We're asking for someone to come along and give us a solution. No one has come forward as yet with a solution as to what can be done with these young people and the handgun problem. So we would like to introduce this as a solution. Handguns in the hands of our young people is because they are being taught things that are not in harmony with his temper or temperament, ways of life. Therefore, they hate everything because they are not in harmony or in touch with God of his own making. This would cure their American ways of behavior and stop the hatred for one another. Taking care of gun control is not a cure for them at all. To take care of their own ways of life in accordance with his temperamental ways of life, will cure them of all preconceived ideas, and they will have a peace of mind. This is what we say that our young people need. They need to be taught of a God of their own in the temperament that they have from creation. The temperament that they are following is from a people who come from a different temperament. That temperament will never work as far as black people are concerned, because we are a hot climate people. We are a hot climate people. Therefore, we think and act differently. And to be placed in a situation today with those people who think that they are superior, when in reality they are inferior, being cold climate. They were made in cold climate. They were created in a hot climate, but climate made them change. Therefore, they were made in tune with their environment. With that said, the explanation that we have. Teach our children in tune with their temperament, and their temper will change because they hate everybody. This is the solution by Paul Nathaniel Johnson, the Rasul, peace be upon him, and peace be with you. Salam.